Back in the commune, the conversation was taking a different turn. Music, you must understand, is all-encompassing. It's everywhere. Music makers have to have supersensory perception. How else do they render something in someone's head to a printed page? And so it was. Tilly Treble was getting very agitated. "There's someone out there in dire need of our help," she was saying. "It's all very well Sebastian declaring retirement, but that doesn't stop people wanting to write new music." There were vigorous nods of agreement. Everyone was feeling the bad effects the enforced retirement imposed. Bertie Bass had observed this for some time. He spoke authoritatively. "It doesn't matter how you look at it," he said. "This is just plain wrong. Sebastian has got to be told. We, the majority, are going to impose our will upon him. We need to get back to work, and soon." There was collective cheering. Sid Sharp spoke up. "Well, how are we going to get Sir Sebastian back on board? You know what he's like. Trouble is, he knows how important he is." "Yes, but he needs to realise that he can't do anything without us." "It works both ways," said Nancy Natural, with very unusual vehemence. Nancy was by nature one to restore the status quo, so the very fact of her voicing what they were all thinking, especially with such unaccustomed force, somehow added weight to the thought. "Charlie is going to pay him a visit," said Tilly Treble. Charlie all but choked. "Me? Why me?" he spluttered. I'm just a crotchet. I mean, why not you or Bertie or the Mighty Sam?" he said, glancing at the Mighty Sam, the semi-brave. Sam, who on paper accounted for 4 of Charlie Crotchet, was gratified. He had actually thought that he would have been the obvious choice. "Tactics," said Bertie Bass. "Tactics, dear boy. Charlie can speak for all of us. Sebastian won't feel intimidated by Charlie. But Charlie's big enough to prove that we mean business. I mean, no offence, guys," he added, turning to Quincy, Quentin and Queenie the Quavers, and, almost hiding behind them, Dilys, Dory, Dylan and Dan, the little demi-semi-quavers, flanked by Sherry, Suki, Stan and Stevie, the semi-quavers. "But Sebastian would feel he could trample all over you little chaps." "None taken," they chorused as one. None of them had the slightest inclination to take on Sebastian, however heroic it may be deemed to be. "Good," said Bertie. "So that's settled. It's down to you, old boy," he finished, focusing his entire attention on Charlie. Boy, some day this was turning out to be. He gulped. How do you think I should present myself?" he asked. "Fair question." Bertie Bass thought for a moment, then inspiration struck. "Middle C," he said. "Middle C," he repeated for emphasis. "That implies being central to all of us." "Oh, Bertie, you are clever," said Tilly delightedly. "That's exactly the right note in all respects. Off you go, Charlie. We're relying on you." "Oh, so no pressure then," said Charlie, unsure whether he felt honoured to bear such responsibility or horrified at the prospect of failure. But he couldn't fault the logic, so he set off to see Sebastian psyching himself up as he went. So, how did he manage it? Did he pull it off, or did he not pull it off? Next instalment coming soon.